All right, friends, welcome back everybody to week number 5 of our Tai Chi Fusion. This is a review class, not the lesson class. If you want more details on the moves that we do today and the elements that we review today, go ahead and go back to that lesson class after you take this one. That would be fine. But we'll do more movement and less lesson teaching explanation stuff in this particular class. So let's get started. Our quick review of the 4 moves today for week number 5. Holding the ball on the right hand side. I'm going to turn to the side just to show you this. Even though I normally would want to face you, a couple of the moves today are really easier to see in a side profile. So I'll be slightly diagonal. Here we are. Holding the ball on the right. Move number 1. This is knee, kick, and box the ears. That's move number 1. Holding the ball. Move number 2 is Fair Lady Works the Shuttle, or I call it high block and push through. This is a diagonal stepping move. Come back to hold the ball. Side stepping, I'm going to face you for this. This is single whip. You can do the simplified version like this, or the more complex version if you want to actually create a whip with your left. Come back to hold the ball. And move number 4, this one's tricky. It's 3 steps back. It's called repulse the monkey. I know, great name. So review class. I won't get into too many details, but we step back. You can pull a bow and arrow and simplify it if you want. Push, back for 2. Push and step back for 3. Drop the hands and hold the ball. Okay, switching sides. Switch sides with the ball. So now my left foot is my root foot. I'm going to step forward for knee, kick, box the ears. Come back to hold the ball. We'll pick up the pace here as we go. High block and push through, called Fair Lady Works the Shuttle. Come back to hold the ball. Single whip, draw the hands up, catch the whip in the air, and over to the side. Come back to hold the ball. And 3 steps back. So pull a bow and arrow if you want to simplify it, or swim move back a little bit. Push, step back for 2, push, bow and arrow back for 3 if you choose to simplify it, drop the hands and hold the ball. Those are our 4 moves, okay? You're welcome to go back and watch that, but we'll get 7 more attempts today at those 4 moves. Let's talk about our first element to review with those same 4 moves. This first element is posture, vertical spine, okay? If you want details on it, go back to those lesson classes. But the idea here is your spine stays up and down, not leaning during these moves. I'm going to turn slightly to the diagonal so you can see me better, and let's go through them. Forward, diagonal, side and back. Forward, diagonal, side and back. Here we go. Knee, kick, box the ears with a vertical spine. Come back to hold the ball. High block and push through. Come back to hold the ball. That's Fair Lady. Single whip, whip to the left. It's okay with me if you're on the opposite side. And vertical spine, what is this? Repulse the monkey. Push. Here's number 2. Push. And number 3. Drop the hands. Step forward to hold the ball. Switch sides. Okay. Knee, kick, box the ears. That one's really tempting to lean forward for, so keep the spine vertical. High block and push through. It's called Fair Lady Works the Shuttle. Come back and hold the ball. Single whip. Come back to hold the ball. And repulse the monkey. Push the monkey off the cliff. Step back for 2. Push the monkey off the cliff. Step back for 3. Drop the hands and hold the ball. All right. That's our second round review. Here's our third round review. We'll talk about our second element here. These are the 4 elements that we talked about in our 5-week series. Element number 2 is controlling every degree of motion. Okay? So not stepping beyond our tipping point. We don't want to step so far that we've committed to stepping. What we want to do is reach the foot and retrieve it back if we so choose, right? So reach and then do the move versus stepping beyond our tipping point using too much momentum. We want to avoid momentum and kind of fake momentum, right? Like we're going in slow motion. So control every degree of motion for this round. Focus on that if you're doing what I'm doing. Here we are. Holding the ball, I'm turned slightly to the side. This is knee kick, box the ears with good control. So don't kick too far. Set the foot down and box from the sides. Hold the ball. Fair lady works the shuttle. Come back to hold the ball. Step to the side and single whip. Hold the ball. Repulse the monkey. Step back for 1. Push him off the cliff. Step back for 2. Push him off the cliff. Step back for 3. Drop the hands and hold the ball. Switch sides. Knee, kick, set the foot down gently and box the ears. Come back to hold the ball. Diagonal step, high block and push through. That's called fair lady works the shuttle. Hold the ball, single whip. Hold the ball and repulse the monkey. Push him off the cliff. Toes are relatively forward. We don't want to turn the feet back so much that we're twisting our knees, right? And back for 3, drop the hands, hold the ball on the left. Awesome, awesome, awesome job. All right, there's 2 elements down, 3 rounds of our review. Our next review round is our 3rd element. This is breathing, okay? It seems simple. I do think it's probably one of the simpler elements to work on because it feels very natural, in and out. Every time we hold the ball, we breathe in. Every time we do a move, we exhale, right? Seems simple. However, during repulse the monkey, this one's a multi-step move, right? So we want to make sure that we're lined up to breathe in when we hold the ball. So we'll exhale and inhale as we push. Exhale to step back, inhale as we push. Exhale to step back. That way, when we drop the hands and hold the ball, we'll be ready to inhale, okay? This one move, repulse the monkey, trips me up on the breathing sometimes, partly possibly because I'm also talking so much, but here we are. Holding the ball on the right, nice deep breath, and we exhale during knee, kick, box the ears. Breathe in as we hold the ball. Exhale, fair lady works the shuttle. Breathe in to hold the ball. Exhale for single whip. Breathe in to hold the ball. Exhale as we step back, repulse the monkey. Breathe in as we step forward. Exhale as we step back. Breathe in as we step forward. Exhale as we step back. Breathe in as we drop the hands and hold the ball. Switch sides, take an extra sip of air here because we're holding the ball on side number 2 now. Exhale for knee, kick, box the ears. Breathe in to hold the ball. Diagonal step, high block and push through. Breathe in to hold the ball. Single whip, exhale. Breathe in to hold the ball. Exhale for repulse the monkey. Inhale, push. Exhale, step back. Inhale, push. Exhale, step back for 3. Inhale, come back to hold the ball. Exhale, let it out. Awesome job. All right, those are our first 3 elements to review for our 5-week series. Our 4th and final element, it won't be our last round, but our final element, in my opinion, is one of the trickiest. This is called flow. I tend to stop at the end of each move, right? High block push through, feels like you should park it at the end. Instead, you want to flow right into the next thing, like you're just continually moving. Same thing when you come back to hold the ball. I tend to park it there, right? I tend to pause. It's like the base, the home camp, right? Instead, we want to flow right through it into single whip. Flow right through it and repulse the monkey. This one's tricky because you have to think a step ahead at what your next move is so that you can step in the right direction, right? So that you can move into it versus stopping somewhere. So this one's tricky for me. Let's give it a shot. Take a breath if you need to. Little break. Here we go. Holding the ball on the right, or at least I am. Nice deep breath. Exhale for knee, kick, box the ears, but don't pause at the end. Flow right into holding the ball and flow right into fair lady works the shuttle. Right back to hold the ball and right into single whip. Right back to hold the ball, move right through it to repulse the monkey. Push him off the cliff. Push him off the cliff. Third step back, drop the hands, come hold the ball, switch sides, and knee, kick, box the ears. Float right through to hold the ball and right through, high block and push through. Hold the ball, single whip. Hold the ball, repulse the monkey. So you see we're constantly moving right into the next move. And here's our third step back. Drop the hands, hold the ball. All right, I'll give myself a B+ on that round. I did fine on flow, but when I do flow, my breathing tends to fall by the wayside. So that one's pretty tricky to pair with breathing. It's very difficult for me to know the next move, flow nicely into it, continuously moving, and not accidentally hold my breath for a second. It's really tricky. Anyway, there are 5 of our rounds. We've got 3 left. Our next round is where we flip the script, right? This is our brain teaser. So we have been going forward, diagonal, sideways, and back. I'm going to go backward, sideways, diagonal, and forward. Same 4 moves, but we're doing it in reverse order. Okay, I'm still gonna step with my left foot first. I don't know why I always do that, but maybe I should switch that up sometimes too. Anyway, still gonna step with my left foot first, with my ball on the right-hand side, but I'm going back, sideways, diagonal, and forward, okay? You can focus on any elements that you choose. If you're here for low back pain, make sure your posture is right though. You don't wanna waver on that one if you're here for back pain. Holding the ball on the right-hand side, nice deep breath. Repulse the monkey is first. And push, step back. And push, step back for 3, drop the hands, hold the ball. Single whip, pushing in 2 different directions. Come back to hold the ball. Fair lady works the shuttle, high block and push through. Hold the ball, knee, kick, box the ears. Come back to hold the ball, switch sides, and repulse the monkey. Push him off the cliff, switch sides, push him off the cliff, and back, drop the hands, hold the ball. Single whip, come back to hold the ball. Fair lady works the shuttle, high block and push through, come back to hold the ball. Knee, kick, and box the ears. Great job, you guys. All right, we've got 2 rounds left. That was 6 rounds. It was our initial review, our reverse, flip the script direction, and our 4 elements, okay? Each separated into different rounds. We've got 2 rounds left. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, go ahead and click the like button. No pressure, but it does help to share this video with other people who might also enjoy watching it. And it tells me that you like this style of video, so it does a couple of things. So if you do that, great. If you don't, totally get it. Moving on. Our final 2 rounds here, I do continuously. So we're going back to our original order: forward, diagonal, sideways, and back. 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 Okay, so it's 1 to the left, 1 to the right. Number 2 to the left, number 2 to the right. These are essentially 4 movements continuously done. So this is really good for working on your transitions, okay? Moving from repulse the monkey, holding the ball, switching sides, and going. It's really good for focusing on 1 or 2 elements because you kind of grind away at the same idea the whole time. Now, if you want to bounce around and work on different things each round, that would be fine. But I find that I get a lot out of focusing on 1 item, 1 element, maybe transitions, maybe it's one of the 4 elements, I don't know. But work on whatever is important to you or whatever you enjoy the most. Here are our rounds 7 and 8, our final 2 rounds. Holding the ball on the right-hand side, nice deep breath. I'm gonna step forward and knee kick box the ears. Breathe in to hold the ball. High block and push through. I'm working on breathing in to hold the ball, and controlling every degree of motion, because those are, honestly, those are my favorite two to work on together. Breathe in to hold the ball. Repulse the monkey. Exhale as we step back. Inhale as we push. Exhale as we step back. Breathe in to hold the ball. Switch sides, take an extra sip of air. Exhale for knee, kick, box the ears. Breathe in to hold the ball. High block and push through. Fair lady works the shuttle. Breathe in to hold the ball. Single whip. Step within your tipping point, controlling every degree of motion. Breathe in to hold the ball. Repulse the monkey. Exhale as we step back. Breathe in, push. Last one, exhale, step back. Breathe in to hold the ball. Take an extra sip of air. One more round on each side. Switching sides and knee, kick, box the ears. Breathe in to hold the ball. High block and push through. Fair lady works the shuttle. Breathe in to hold the ball. Single whip. Hold the ball. Repulse the monkey. Push. Step back. Push him off that little cliff. Step back for 3. Drop the hands and hold the ball. Switch sides. Final round here. Final side. Exhale for knee, kick, box the ears. Breathe in to hold the ball. High block and push through. Fair lady works the shuttle. Hold the ball. Single whip. Stepping within your tipping point. Breathing in to hold the ball. Exhale for repulse the monkey. Breathe in as you push him off the cliff. Exhale. Breathe in as we step forward. And final move here. Exhale. Drop the hands. Breathe in to hold the ball. And let it all out. Roll the wrists. Move the elbows. Turn the head. Shake it out. If you've done all 5 lesson classes and all 5 review classes, give yourself a pat on the back. That's a ton of Tai Chi that you've been working on. Good for you. If this was your first class or somewhere in between those 10 classes, great. Go back to the lesson ones to get a little bit more detail on how each movement could go or should go, either way. And each element can be described a little bit or is described a little bit better in each of those classes. Great to have you guys today. Thank you guys so much for sticking it out with this 5-week program. I've enjoyed it a bunch. Stay tuned because this is not the end of Tai Chi for me on this channel. Next, by the way, spoiler, teaser, here we go. Next, I plan on breaking down those moves into directions. Okay, so instead of doing forward, diagonal, sideways, and back moves, I'm gonna do all 3 of the forward moves in a class, all 3 of the diagonal moves in a class, all 3 of the sideways moves, and all 3 of the back stepping moves. So it'll be a directionality based class. So we have that to look forward to, and I'll mix them up. I'll do forward and diagonal. I'll do diagonal and side. I'll do side and back moves, and I'll mix and match. So those classes will have 3 or 6 moves in them. Anyway, thank you all so much for coming. Thank you guys for enjoying this time with me. Like the video if you enjoyed this. Subscribe if you want to stay up to date on when I post more videos like this. If you like the warm-ups for these classes, by the way, the breathing and stuff like that, check out Qigong. It's kind of like a close cousin of Tai Chi, done differently, but a little bit more of what I would call a movement meditation. They're on my channel. It's called Qigong, Qigong. All right, everybody. Wonderful having you. Take care. Have a great week.